You said they couldn't follow us.
God, I was wrong.
All we had to do was slip over these hills and we were scot-free.
You know, you're real good at kicking up dust at my plan, but you ain't so good at coming up with your own.
I wanted to follow the game trail and stay above them. You had a better idea. Posse can't track us in the creek. That's what you said.
Yeah, well, you can write it on our gravestone if it makes you feel any better.
If we stayed on the game trail, we wouldn't be talking about gravestones. Down in Silverton by now, spending our money on whiskey and women.
No, without horses, you wouldn't.
Yeah, that's another thing I can thank you for. $50 with good horse flesh shot out from under us.
Look, you planned the payroll robbery. I planned the escape. That was the deal.
It wasn't much of a deal, was it? You got a pocket full of money. I got pinned down under a log.
Gosh, yeah, you're all by yourself, are ya? For your information, I could have planned my own payroll robbery.
And I could have gotten myself lost. I didn't need you to do it for me.
I'm not lost.
Yeah, you got that right. The country knows where we are. That posse could have found us with their eyes gouged out. They'll try to get around us. Catch us in a crossfire.
Yeah, they will.
We got you boys pinned down. Throw out your guns and come out of there.
That sounds like old Tom Kendrick. Tom, is that you?
It's me, kid.
All this time I thought you were a bunch of pasty bank clerks. Here we are being hunted by a real lawman.
Congratulations. Now throw out them guns.
Maybe we can't oblige you there, Tom. We're in this one all the way.
This won't end well, boys.
Yeah, it never does.
This here's Comanche land, Tom. You fellas better light out while you still can. Come nightfall, your hair will be hanging from a lodge pole. I figured those fellas were a hard bunch. Didn't expect them to run away from a tall story.
Ain't we all running from a story?
go blind staring at that fire.
You know, when I was a kid in Tennessee, I used to sit by the fire with my mother.
Here we go. I should have let Tom shoot me when we had the chance.
She'd be sitting in Daddy's old rocker, and I'd be on the floor with my dog.
Oh, that's it. Just sat there by the fire like a pair of statues.
She'd read poems to me.
Oh, that explains it.
What?
Why I've been riding with a sissy boy.
She was a gentle and loving woman. Make you do anything just by dropping a hint.
Sounds like a dangerous woman to me.
What was your mother like?
My mother?
I assumed you had one.
What does my mother have to do with anything?
It's just a question, Roy. If I knew you were gonna get all prickly about it, I never would have asked.
I just don't see how comparing our mothers is useful in this current situation.
Who said anything about comparing? In all the years I've known you, you've not mentioned your mother not once.
We just shot our way out of a mining town. And now we're hiding out in the woods like a pair of rats. And you're asking me about my mother. She's just a woman.
That's quite the glowing assessment. So what about your daddy? Was he just another member of the human species?
You best keep that fire going all night. Never know what'll come sniffing around.
Boy, you dodged that question like a rifle
I
bullet.
don't care to talk about my folks. Is that all right with you?
Yeah. I just thought you might like to reminisce on what could be the twilight of our life.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
What stuff?
Reminisce. On the twilight of our life.
Well, those are words, Roy. They show up in books if you ever care to read one.
I read. Just don't use words like reminisce and twilight of my life.
Maybe you should. Improve your vocabulary a little bit.
What's the point of expanding my vocabulary if I'm in the twilight of my life?
You make a good argument. Is this really Comanche land?
I was with Colonel Meeks, the 5th, when he drove out the Comanche. Herded him west. A lot of the warriors broke loose and scattered in these hills. It's not something the newspapers tell homesteaders. Not when there's towns to build and money to be made.
Yeah, the white man drove out the Comanche, who drove out the Crow, who steal the land from God knows who.
Everyone takes the land from someone.
Were there kids amongst the Indians you drove out?
Why?
I'm just asking.
There were kids. Dozens of them. We herded them like goats. They walked in the snow with their feet wrapped in rags. It's all buried in the past.
Well, you can't bury the past.
What's your point, Bill?
I mean, you can ignore your past. You can pretend like it's all not happening. But you can't bury it.
You chose a peculiar time to turn philosopher. Where was this rising tide of conscience when you were robbing a payroll office?
Yo, maybe it was inside of me all this time. It was planted there by my mother years ago, and I've been spitting it back up like a bitter tonic all this time.
About that little girl from town, isn't it? All this moral pondering and asking me about the Indian kids. You listen to me. That child's death was an accident. It's not your fault she ran out into the street. Your horse spooked. A 1,000-pound animal isn't gonna stop for some little kid. Truth be told, she'd be alive today if her mother would have held on to her.
Yeah, truth be told, she'd be alive today if I was working in a hardware store somewhere instead of robbing other people's money.
My daddy'd still be beating me if I hadn't shot him. We all live with our choices. Army chases out the Indians, bank forecloses on some poor widow, some fella's wife runs off with another man. And you and I rob payrolls. It's all the same.
All the same. Hey! Hey, welcome home, Roy! Why don't you step on in?
Don't stop now. I'm sure there's a lawman somewhere who hadn't heard you. Why don't you fire off a shot or two while you're at it, in case they can't find us.
Hey, Roy, I made up my mind. I'm gonna go back and turn myself in.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna give myself up.
You're drunk. You feel different after you sleep it off.
No, I feel different now.
Get your things together. With any luck, we can buy a couple of horses.
I'm walking back to town, Roy.
Bound to be a farm somewhere nearby.
I'm going back!
No, you're not!
I am?
Drunken idiot. What do you think is gonna happen? You gonna walk in there, say you're sorry, they'll pat you on the head, say all is forgiven? They'll hang you, Bill.
Well, yeah, they will. It's all for the best.
And what about me? Is it all for the best if I get strung up too? So I'm not inclined to stand there while they slip a noose over my head.
I'm sorry, Roy. But all I can do now is try to right the things that I've wronged.
Your mother picked a fine time to resurrect herself in that empty head of yours.
Yeah, I lied about my mother. When Daddy took to drinking, she ran off and she didn't come back.
So, that story about the two of you sitting by the fire was all a pack of lies?
It was an old colored woman. Former slave from up the road. She knew I didn't have a mother, and she'd come sit by the fire with me. Like I was her own child. It wasn't poems that she read me, it was the Bible. Psalms, mostly. Funny thing is, she must have known that Daddy would chase her off if he found out, but she came by every night. Till I ran away at the age of 13. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Making up a story like that about my mother.
You can't go through life dragging the past behind you like a dead horse.
Oh, yeah, what about you?
What about me?
That story you tell. The woman who ran off with the other guy, that was your wife, wasn't it? Yeah. You loved her. She tossed you aside like an old sock. And now you can't ride hard enough or steal enough people's money to fix it.
We had a child. Little boy. He looked just like his mother.
Hey, lucky for him.
He had a yellow curls that just wouldn't quit. He died about 2 months after he was born. Sent my wife into fits of crying and rage and back again. It's like that till she ran off with a lawyer from Pittsburgh.
Sorry to hear it.
She's his problem now. What about the dog?
What dog?
She said you had a dog.
Oh, I never had a dog. I had a duck once, but he died. Choked on a big old slug.
Yeah. That'll do it. Well, maybe the court will show you mercy. I'll give you 10 years or so. I hear they do that now and again.
I killed that little girl, Roy. They're gonna hang me for it. Rightfully so.
So how you planning on doing this? Walk in there and say you're sorry?
Well, I figure I sneak back in and give the money back first. Then I'll go down to the marshal's office. Turn myself in. That way everyone will know I meant to give it back.
What difference will it make when they hang you for it?
It'll make a difference to me. I want them to know.
Well, I can't say it's been all bad.
But it has. Don't you see that? This has been nothing but bad. Even with all the laughing and hollering and carrying on like schoolboys, this has been nothing but bad. I've wasted my whole life, Roy. but I ain't gonna waste what little time I got left. Someday, you're gonna see I was right. Someday you'll see.
It's over, son.